this consciousness that we have is this unbelievable gift. We have these brains that are by far the most complex organisms in the universe. Scientists have demonstrated that. But we're not aware of any of these things. We take it all for granted. And it's a book that's trying to open your eyes up to all of the sublime aspects of just being alive, of the history of the cosmos, of ancient history, of what it was like when we were children, of how our brains are formed, about our relationship with animals who have consciousness that we can interact with other species, with love and how sublime love can be, with history, with death itself. And so it's a book that's kind of making me feel better about all of my limitations, but I want the readers to go away and think differently about what it means to be alive, to transform them. And so the chapter that I'm writing now, that I'm going into just now, is about willpower and energy, and how we have capabilities that we don't even tap into, that we're only using a small part of our brain, that we're only using a tenth of the energy that we actually have, right? It's our minds that are holding us back, and that we're gifted with these powers that are not being used. And I have examples of humans who've been in situations that are incredibly stressful, incredibly difficult, and they overcame them. They were able to tap into those powers because they were facing death, essentially. They were facing something very terrible. And a kind of courage came to them. So there's like a story of a plane crash in the Andes, and in the worst part of the Andes, and in the mountains in the middle of winter, and these boys who were on a rugby team, they somehow managed, out in the course of 3 months, to save their lives. More than half of them died. But how they did it, the guy who narrates the story, is so incredible that anybody afterwards, when people said, it's absolutely impossible what you did. You climbed these 18,000-foot mountains that even mountain climbers can't climb, and you did it without any equipment. He called it a miracle. And so we have these powers that we're not even aware of, and circumstances will force them upon us. So if you're facing stress, if you're facing difficulty, you will feel this other energy that flows through you, that's very human, that's very powerful.